watching, yes, the Yankees Entertainment and Sports Network.
The Nets all smiles on Sunday in D.C. after picking up their second win of the season. Tonight, the scene shifts back to Barclays Center. Michael Porter Jr. looking to build on his recent hot play. Terrence Mann ready to go as well. A tough challenge tonight as they take on Jaylen Brown and the Boston Celtics. It's the Nets against the Celtics in their first meeting of the season, and it is time for Nets on Yes. Hey everybody, Ryan Rucco alongside Sarah Kustok. So happy to be with you this Tuesday evening for Nets on Yes. Sarah, Nets coming off a win against the Wizards the other day, and what we saw in that game is something we've seen a lot of late, and that's Nick Claxton doing a little bit of everything, playing some of the best basketball of his career.
They've needed him to elevate his role, the responsibility, and he's embraced it in such a big way, and you can see the significance on both ends of the floor. But you mentioned it, doing a lot of the things that we've seen in the past, of course, that presence in the paint and in the rim, but he's got great reads, his ability to understand when to put it on the deck, the protection of the basket at the other end. This is something that he had instincts for since he came into this league, but it's the vision, the passing, the ability to run the offense through him. It's been something that has been so fun to watch, and his teammates continue to understand how to move around him.
Let's take a look behind the numbers presented by the New York Lottery. 40 assists in his last 9 games, most in any 9-game stretch of his career. 18 blocks over the last 9 after he had 0 the first 4 games of the season. And Claxton averaging a career high in points as well as assists this season. Now the Nets take on a Celtics team tonight that of course is without Jason Tatum after the torn Achilles a season ago in the playoffs. They also got off to a rough start, 0-3, but now have found their footing. 7-4 in their last 11, back to 500, and Jaylen Brown, being asked to carry more of a load, is having a career season.
Championship pedigree, so you know that's going to come with this group, and especially a player like Jaylen Brown. You could see it in the numbers, but it's also by the eye test, how he's getting to his spots. He has been exceptional in the intermediate game, and he continues to understand how to elevate those around him. And the Celtics team comes in playing really well, coming off of a big win, and so there's something that the Nets have got to be mindful of as they get set to eye and attack this player in particular.
Plenty more to come as we get ready for tip between the Celtics and the Nets, their first meeting of the season from Barclays Center. Stick with us. You're watching Nets on Yes. Net wins. And by netstore.com. Shop the latest Nets gear all year round at the official online store of the Celtics. Here are the latest live odds from FanDuel. Tonight's total is set at 222.5. Cruising towards the start of action will be a jam-packed crowd again. We'll have lineups and tip coming up next on Yes. In Brooklyn, we'll take a look at the Nets starting lineup as Brooklyn will run out the same group. Yegor Dioman, Terrence Mann, Michael Porter Jr., Noah Clowney, and Nick Claxton. You see who's on the bench for the Nets tonight as well. Take a look at the Celtics starting lineup as Peyton Pritchard has shifted to point. Derek White off the ball now. Jaylen Brown, who's having a career year, as Sarah just detailed. Jordan Walsh, who's become a defensive stopper for the Celtics. Neemias Queta rounding things out, starting at the 5 for the Celtics. Nets getting ready to go. Jordi Fernandez talked about a lot of the things he was pleased with in the effort on Sunday, the win against Washington. But the number one thing he mentioned, Sarah, was the paint touches, how they got in the paint more than they had any other game this season.
And that's a big part of it, whether through penetration, some post-ups, how much they work the pick and roll, that movement, the dives, and the backcourt cutting. And I think we've seen a really nice rhythm this Nets team has found on the offensive side of things. Now it's about the defensive side. They're going to have their hands full here with this Celtics team, who has been playing much better as of late.
Nick Claxton's numbers so strong over his last 9, 17 points per. Terrence Mann, been a fixture in this starting lineup, has started now. It'll be all 14 games. And Igor getting his 6th straight start as the Nets have stuck with him and that unit. Joe Mazzulla leading a different group for the Celtics this season with Tatum out for the year. The 3-point attempts down slightly, but still second in the league to Cleveland.
Well, and we know that was such a big emphasis for that group, but sometimes it does come down to personnel, how you're playing. And I think for Boston, the big thing Joe Mazzulla wants to see this group do is play a little bit faster. They've been last in the league in pace, and he wants to see them push it some more.
So Claxton and Cater to jump it up, and here we go at Barclays Center. First meeting of the season between the Nets and the Celtics. Nets have dropped 8 straight to Boston and 18 of their last 19 if you include the 2022 playoffs. And an early whistle here will go against the Celtics. And Jordan Walsh will get called for the foul. Saw him pick up some fouls the other night against James Harden, but did a nice job, and he has been the player who's been getting the opposing team's best offensive player. That's Porter for the Nets, and Michael Porter Jr. gives the Nets their first basket of the game, brought to you by Hyundai.
Beautiful play around of the game. Even you're talking, though, the switch occurred off of that little pin down screen. Still has Jaylen Brown running at him, but it's just enough time. The Nets have run some really nice sets.
Well, Jaylen Brown's mid-range has been incredible this season.
Automatic.
Ryan Scalabrine, our good friend Scal, was telling us before the game, 56% between 15 and 19 feet. We didn't fact check Scal, we just trust him. Clowney.
Maybe should have.
Misses that one off the window.
No, he does his homework. He knows his stuff. Frank Isola is the one you have to find.
Yeah, that's right. Brown again, scouting report on target from Scout.
And it's just something you need to be mindful of.
Here's Clowney off a nice delivery from Mann, couldn't swirl it in.
Because often those are the shots, the pockets as a defense, not you're necessarily conceding, but you are less concerned about, given what analytics look like, and Jaylen Brown is just so good getting to where he wants to go.
That's going to be an offensive foul, early personal on Derek White, as both Yeoman and Claxton got caught up, and Claxton needs a moment here.
And just take a look here. A nice little back screen by Michael Porter Jr., Noah Clowney running through. It has plenty of room to come off the screen again, set by Nick Claxton. That's a good set, good movement. It opens up the floor a lot, and this is where, for as much as we're talking about what Nick Claxton has done this season, the fun part, though, is his understanding of the offense, making those reads, when he's going to make passes, when he is a threat to dribble it, put it on the floor himself. All of those things have opened up the offense.
And Jordy pointed again today to the summer that he had and how that has created the fertile ground for this growth from Claxton and the expansion of his game and the taking advantage of the added responsibility.
And I also think, too, just getting used to new teammates.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't matter what things look like. You're looking at 4 different starters. Terrence Mann, Joman, and Porter that weren't here last season. Noah Clowney probably didn't spend a ton of time always together on the floor, so that's going to take a little time.
Brown launches, missed it, and Clowney secures the rebound. Nice touch pass from Porter. Better one from Mann. Claxton couldn't finish and gets fouled. Nick Claxton battling inside with Queta. And Claxton will go to the line to shoot 2.
And this is a beautiful job by Michael Porter Jr. with this read, because you saw 2 Boston defenders kind of pinching in on him. They were more concerned about making sure that he doesn't get a touch, and he just tips past it back to Terrence Mann. Nice little fake of it. Yeah, a lot of sauce on that one. And Nick Claxton finally picking up the foul. But overall, again, like that's a good nuance of how these guys are able to read and react to what the defense is doing. And then there is Nick Claxton just being strong. Keita gets him on the right shoulder off the play, a little bit tangled up afterwards, and probably based on where he got it. But that's what Nick Claxton too, is just being very aggressive around the basket.
He's also been better from the line, goes 1 for 2 there, but is 71% on the season, which would be by far and away a career high, as Keita hits the hardwood, and the foul is called against Noah Clowney. That's his first. Little home and home for the Nets and Celtics, who will also meet Friday.
Are me and you together Friday
Boston
too?
Yeah, but we're back together Sunday.
You know what?
And Monday.
Get to be here on your birthday.
That's right. As Claxton swats that away.
Big gift to you. Nice block by Nick Claxton.
I asked Nick for that. Here's Porter giving it up. Yeoman, nice touch pass. Man, can't hit the three. The great vision there from Yegor, knowing exactly where man was before he got it to him. White, quick delivery. Back ironing off. Yeoman the rebound, looking to push for Brooklyn. Yegor finds Clowney. He got it on a three.
Defense to offense, quickness in the advancement. You love a play like that.
And Clowney now with the rejection. Clowney dribbles into the three and hits. Timeout Boston. A 7-0 Brooklyn run.
And the Nets have got it going, especially on the break. Some early offense and three-point fire from Noah Clowney. Bottoms.
It's the BIG celebration this season. Every time the Nets take the court in their Big East City Edition jerseys, get your own at netstore.com before they disappear. Sarah, it is time for us to cook up something special with Hexclad. Join the hybrid revolution at hexclad.com. Michael Porter Jr. is having a really strong season. Season high, 34 points Sunday at the Wizards. He's averaging 27 over his last 6. Has scored at least 20 in each of them. He is the 9th player in team history with at least 4 30-point games in the first 13 games of the season. And here's maybe the one that's most interesting. A career-high 7 assists in each of the last 2 games.
That's where you start to see a different type of development and the embrace that he's had of this role and added responsibility. And now it feels like things are slowing down for him. Give credit to Jordy Fernandez.
Yeoman on the steal. Yegor unable to twist it in. Pritchard trying to save the rebound. It does.
Good steal, though, and good read. But just how this offense is running, putting guys in great spots to be able to find that type of success and work well with one another.
He had never had more than 10 assists over a 2-game span. 14 in the last 2. As Yeoman buries the 3 and a 13-4 lead for the Nets.
You just see in the level of comfort and confidence, and that's across the board for every guy that steps on the floor of understanding where and what's expected of him.
A 10-0 Brooklyn run. White? No. Tip? Yes. As Keita able to sneak it in around Claxton. Claxton, the handoff. Clowney unable to finish. Brown the rebound. Jaylen Brown, by the way, took 33 shots the other day against the Clippers, second most in a game in his career. Shot 36 one time as Pritchard knocks in the 3 off the delivery from Brown.
And you would mention Pritchard moving over to that point guard spot about 3 games ago. He had been off the ball. Derek White had been playing more of point. Obviously, everyone's going to touch it and get them organized into the offense, but it seemingly has helped them all to fit a little better with what they're looking to do, find some more efficiency from the field. Peyton Pritchard in particular coming off of a big game Sunday against the Clippers, 30 points. He went 8 of 13 from deep.
Now Derek White checks out, 2 fouls, Keita out as well. The 2 early personals for Derek White. Porter elevates, no. Claxton the rebound, another chance here for Brooklyn. Man, the cut and the slam.
Patience, what a find. Excellent cut by Man. Everyone's staying so attached to all the three-point shooters around.
Everybody in the net starting lineup has scored now as Brown rims out a three. Garza and Simonson off the bench for Boston. Here's Man, twirling through traffic, trying to control the handle, and does get the whistle. Was able to salvage the possession and wiggle his way to the line.
Terrence Mann, take a look right here. Just heads up play, shot coming off, and there's no one in the middle of the floor. Quick cut up the gut. Good pass by Nick Claxton. And Terrence Mann, I think too, he's another player who he's definitely had his moments for Brooklyn. You look at the numbers have been really solid, but he makes a lot of game-winning plays or just good heads-up plays, understand his feel, his instincts for the game, where to be, how to help balance the floor.
Seen some of those timely offensive rebounds, putbacks, just like those little nuanced feel things. Yeah.
At what point or when throughout the course of the game.
Nets are already in the bonus with 6:42 to go in this first. Here's Simons off to Hauser, who has struggled at shooting this season. Brown guarded by Clowney, and Clowney lost a shoe and picked up his second foul. Not a good deal. You'd like to keep the shoe and not get the second foul.
Yeah, you care more about the foul than the shoe.
I agree.
Got those ankle braces on, but see right there as he's moving, it just comes off. Glad he didn't twist up his ankle at all.
Drake Powell, the rookie, will check in for Clowney. As Noah, who has been on a strong stretch of late, averaging just under 14 points per game in his last 7, will check out after picking up his second. Here's Pritchard. Pritchard double, flips to the corner. Hauser can't hit. Porter able to corral the weak side rebound. Man, eyes up. Powell fakes the three. Yeoman will set up Porter, has size on Simons, uses it and hits.
Patience and a good feel for that. Boston's going to switch across the board on so many positions, and Porter has size advantage in so many instances.
And we have defensive 3 seconds called on Yegor.
And nice job right here, just making the extra pass. Porter with his back to the basket, then faces up against Simon, shoot right over him. He does that so often. And that's where it just, the skill set that he has offensively is so impressive. We've continued to watch and see it, but as we talked about, I think as time goes on and the comfort level with this offense and what that looks like, the amount of gravity that he has because of it, he's been spraying the ball so well, facilitating and finding teammates, and that'll continue to balance where and when he's getting his shots.
Free throw missed by Brown. Man will check out. And Zaire Williams in for Brooklyn, an 18-9 lead. It's a play better defense over the last couple of games after they had struggled mightily in that department for their first 11. Lob it inside. Garza can't hook it in, but a whistle. And that foul will be called on Williams. Free throws here for Boston.
And tough when you force the miss to then have that be it where the foul initially occurs. We saw some nice defense initially. Drake Powell's going to be matched up against Jaylen Brown some, and it's been a big part of the rookie, his activity defensively.
Hey, tonight after Nets coverage, stay tuned for an all-new episode of Sportico Sports Business presented by Genius Sports, and catch an exclusive interview with chef and TV personality Andrew Zimmern. Then see the latest episode of the Nets docu-series From Spartanburg to Brooklyn, the Noah Clowney story. It's all tonight on Yes and the Gotham Sports app. As Garza hits both free throws. Garza part of these new look Celtics. as they unloaded several key rotation players. And Dillman steps into another three. Yegor's second three on 2 attempts. And Joe Mazzulla is going to take a timeout, saying, why are you letting him just walk into that three?
Nets 5 of 6 already from beyond the arc, and Yegor Doman gets in on the action. 2 of them already.
Well, the Nets a 10-point lead on the Celtics midway through the first. Yegor Doman having a productive opening quarter and hit this three a moment ago. 2 for 2 from downtown in the first quarter. For a little more on Yegor, let's send things over to Megan Triplett.
Thanks, Ryan. On Friday night during the broadcast, we learned that Vince Carter and Yegor Doman have gotten the chance to connect one-on-one. It first happened in China when the team played there during the preseason, and Vince was there as a team ambassador. And they have gotten the chance to talk again on Friday night, and I talked to Yegor this morning at shoot-around, and he told me that he values those conversations with Vince. He takes notes on learning more about his mindset, his mentality, his experience, and his career. And what makes this relationship even more special is that Vince Carter was Yegor's dad's favorite basketball player. Yegor told me that when his dad first saw the video of them talking, he cried and said, man, that guy changed the game. Yegor said that having a bond with Vince is kind of like accomplishing his dad's dreams through his own experience.
I mean, that's pretty awesome. Really good stuff, Megan. It's so cool. And Vince is just one of the sweetest men you'll ever meet in your life. And to see the impact on Yegor and the connection with his father, just awesome.
Unbelievable. In Vince, that is the case. I can't tell you, though, how many people when the Nets, former players, current players, you name it, drafted Yegor, just they're like, he is one of the best individuals. And obviously, not just as a player, but the type of character that you're going to get. And it's really been fun to watch and see that develop. And that shows in taking notebooks and really soaking up so much knowledge and understanding the importance of it. That's great stuff, Megan. We appreciate that.
Megan will have a little more on Yegor later in the program. Simons gets fouled. And Anthony Simons is going to shoot, I believe, 3. Yes. As Thielman picks up the foul, that is his first.
And those are the things you got to be really mindful of now, especially with time, score, the way things look. Brooklyn has been playing well. They got off to a really nice start in how they set the tone, but you've got to imagine after that timeout, coming back out, the Celtics will be more fine-tuned. One, in how they're defending and the type of looks they're giving up, but 2, offensively and how they're moving the ball.
Now, you mentioned Yegor carrying around a notebook. And, Megan, I know you got a little bit more on Yegor and his notebook ways.
Yes, it's really cool. He says he has like 3 notebooks. He has one in English, Spanish, and Russian. And he takes notes. He told me that, you know, some people are more visual learners. For him, he likes to write things down so he has a chance to go back and reflect and look back on it.
You know what? I respect that. Now, I only do it in one language, but I'm a big notebook guy, too. Like, I can't do the whole, like, hey, your game boards are just digitally done. No, I like to handwrite them out. Yeah.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
And in 3 languages.
I mean,
that's unbelievable. Then also, too, if you want to, that's like a good way to keep a journal.
Yeah.
Write it in a different language so someone like you can't read it and look at it and understand it.
Do you think I'm the kind of person that would peer at someone else's journal?
I do.
You are totally correct about that.
do.
Martin can't hit the 3.
It's your birthday, so we're just gonna shed love on it.
Well,
but I do feel like it's your curiosity. It's your childlike curiosity. Yeah, it's got a lot of questions.
I am a generally curious person. That's true. How was your weekend?
This is why Megan kicks you out of our green room.
That's right. Martin able to finish through some contact as well. Tyrese Martin coming off a big game. Scored 20 points, 8 of 12 from the floor on Sunday. Pritchard, another for Peyton Pritchard. His 3rd 3 in 4 attempts, and he has the Celtics to within 5.
And it felt like he really broke out in their last game. He had been shooting under what you would expect from him.
That is going to be an offensive foul called on Day'Ron Sharpe on the screen. And that is the Nets' first turnover of the game.
Let's take a look at this. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, it's just enough. It's that right hip. And the tough part, and there are so many things that Day'Ron has excelled so much at and has continued to improve. But that's one thing. It always feels like a couple of screens just a little bit too much and maybe unnecessary too, with how Porter would be able to create space for himself.
Pritchard can't hit that one. Garza with the putback. Boston has had success on the offensive glass. They are second in second chance points, only Houston better. Williams, back iron it off. Porter, a big time board. Michael Porter Jr. can't get the putback. Another chance, and that one is good. Porter and Sharp both doing a man's work on the glass.
That is strong rebounding. Porter's averaging almost 8 rebounds per game, so that's something that he does customarily.
Simons has the switch on Sharp, trying to take it to him, and does.
Simons is kind of a scary player because he's been a little up and down so far this year for the Celtics, but you've seen through his time, especially early on with Portland in his career, he can go off.
He has 6 career 25-point halves, including one this year. Sharp just muscled through Garza. 27-22, Nets lead it. First meeting of the season between the Nets and the Celtics. Sharp knocks it away. Here's Martin. Martin accelerates and lays it in with the left hand.
Smooth take by Tyrese Martin. He's always under control, doesn't get sped up, understands how to find those seams.
Pritchard racing around, shoveling out. Hauser a good look, and he got that one. Sam Hauser just 33% on the season. He has never shot below 41.5 in his career. Got an open look that time.
Yeah, those are the looks where he's best. Boston's still kind of working to get their ball movement going so far this season, down by.
Nets showing great effort on the glass. Persistent pursuit of the basketball here from Porter and Sharp.
Both of them just continue to be on the attack and kind of just ganging with one another of pushing the ball over. You see Sharp getting it over to Porter, the bench getting excited, Terrence Mann loving it. The connectivity between this group continues to grow, and yes, it's on the floor, but you also see it with everyone on the bench, and for how much that Jordi Fernandez will go deep in his rotation, or different guys seeing minutes, things like that. It's fun to see the enthusiasm that everyone has had for one another.
Powell hops in, leaves it short, rebound deflected into the arms of Queta. Here's Simons. Pritchard, guarded by Powell, trying to hang with him. Pritchard looking to separate and was able to nudge his way into a whistle. And free throws here for Peyton Pritchard as Powell picks up his first. Pritchard finally breaking out after a slow start shooting the basketball. Career low 32% from 3, but as Sarah mentioned earlier, coming off 8 of 13 shooting from 3 in the win against the Clippers the other night at 30 points.
It's going to continue to be interesting to watch. This group has been so predicated, and not even just in terms of just at one end of the floor, but Jason Tatum was a pivotal piece of everything that they did, how they operated, what that looked like.
And a little confrontation here as Minot and Clowney had to be separated. And it's called a double foul. And that's going to be number 3 on Clowney. So that's a costly double foul. And Jalen Wilson will check in now for Clowney as he picks up his 3rd in just 6 minutes of action.
There's quite a bit of animosity there in that play, like a little.
There was some thrust, some tension. Williams short on a 3, Pritchard the rebound. Pritchard lobbing it in, and the throw down from Queta, and this game is tied at 29. Celtics executing the 2-for-1. A 7-0 Boston run. About an 11-second difference, game and shot clock. Powell gives it up. Sharp will try a three. No. Simons the rebound, and Boston looking to jump in front at the end of the frame here. Nets led by as many as 10. Pritchard, 4 seconds left. Lost his footing. Pritchard fumbles onto the floor, and that will do it for the first. Nets started hot. Boston with a strong finish to the quarter. Tied at 29 after 1. You are watching Nets on your love for the Nets and your community. Here is Isaiah Ross from Brooklyn, New York, in the most recent home game on Biggie night with the bobblehead he received. It was a special night at Barclays. Post pictures of yourself on social media, spreading love the Brooklyn way. Include the hashtag NetsOnYes. We may spotlight you in a future game. See those three people there? You know who those people are, Sarah.
I do. Are we allowed to say?
Yeah, that's my wife, Andrea, on the left. Deep in story. I don't know what you're talking about, babe, but it seems very intense. Talking with my friend Caitlin, and Deep, one of my best friends on the planet. All here hanging out.
Why are they here?
Celebrate my birthday. Yeah. They're here to hang out. We'll hit up the Crown Club after.
Megan and I have been
right.
practicing singing happy. We'll sing Happy Birthday to you in the second half.
I heard a little bit of the practice in the green room before, and I'm not sure it was show ready. Powell and Sharp converge. Williams ahead of the field.
Defense, offense, getting active over here. And for Brooklyn, the start of the second quarter, obviously important with the way they set the tone in that first quarter, and a big part of it began on this end.
And how about this, Sarah? 15 fast break points for Brooklyn. Jordi Fernandez talked about this before the game, how he wants them to play faster. They have been last in the league in fast break points. He's like the pace at times in the half court, but not the full court.
Well,
but here they're doing it tonight.
It's because it's tough to play fast when you're not playing defense and not getting stops. And
yes,
it's not always that simple, but it is. And so when their defense is lacking the way it has, and it's incrementally improved, it's allowed them to get out and run. Because if you're taking the ball to the net every single time, you can't move fast. It allows for the defense to get back and get set.
Yeah, they forced 6 turnovers. That corner three is good for Minot. Boston, the 3-point lead. 10:40 to go in the second. Williams pops it up short. Here's Shireman. Simons spinning, dishing. Shireman a three. And before the three, you have an offensive foul called on Simons.
I feel like when that's your team and on offense, you say, well, at least you see it go through. It still makes you feel good to see it when you're on the defensive
Do you believe
side
in that
of things.
as a former shooter yourself?
Well, you got to tell yourself that so you're not irritated that the 3 points didn't count.
Right, instead of, you're, okay, all right, I saw it go through.
Okay. It's working. We'll get the next one.
By the way, I said former shooter, but you can still shoot. I know you can still shoot. Wilson off the mark. Simons, I've seen you out there. You could still shoot. Simons, no. Minot came flying in, but couldn't finish it. Nets looking to push. Powell, the athletic, pop, and able to make it to the cup. Push the foul. Big time finish from Drake Powell, the rookie.
Explosiveness, and you talk a lot about his bursts, the athleticism, ability to get it and go and get downhill. And again, what you've been saying, this is a Brooklyn Nets team that has been finding early offense. And see right there coming through, I mean, picking up that foul, but he's got footwork at the end of his dribbles as well. He's used to playing in transition and on his way to running, and he's kind of stepped through Simons to get there, forcing the foul from Queta.
Now time for and one, brought to you by Credit One Bank. That was a big time finish. Swift and smooth. Powell Powell, the other rookie who has been receiving rotation minutes of late. Shireman. No. Williams battles, wins. Powell. Dishes. Williams. Misses that one. Cada palms the rebound. Cada has been outplaying expectations to begin this season, and that's part of the reason why. He's amongst the league leaders in screen assists. Saw him set a good one there to get Shireman free.
He's got a lot of size, and he's got good feel. He's been playing in the G League, some for Boston. He's been spending a lot of time understanding the rotations, where they want him to be, but you see it right here. I mean, this is a really tough pin down that he sets, and then continues to move with it to give Shireman a good amount of time. Open side of the floor, so it's just those two working together. And Baylor Shireman's another one that can be a little inconsistent up and down, but if he starts to see it go through and get going, he's got the ability to pop.
Nets started 5 of 6 from 3. They are 0 of 7 since. Celtics a 3-point edge. Boston looking to get over 500 for the first time this season. Started 0-3, have won 7 of their last 11. This one stays here as Brown and Mann will check back in. Did we avoid spillage, or did some? Oh, they avoided it. Oh, you would have been more concerned about the Swedish fish spilling there.
Those oils are kind of in a box, so we don't let them really spill out.
What do you mean? If the box is open and the basketball hits it, you don't think we could have red fish on the floor?
No, I think they're kind of like stick. They're sticky. You gotta
hold on a second. This is a preposterous notion. I watched you before the game in the green room literally spill Swedish fish out of the box onto a piece of paper.
I know.
You ate them off a piece of paper.
I had to physically, though, turn it over and dump it out and shake it. So this is how I know. I have experience with this.
All right. So you're saying the basketball is not capable of the shake that
I just think if it just hit the court, it wouldn't actually spill out.
If only we could find out. Williams misfires. Nets now 0 for their last 8 from 3. Brown again in the mid-range, misfires. Good hustle there from Garza. Able to flag it down. Another chance here for Boston. White back in with his 2 fouls. Garza unable to control it and then knocked out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn basketball as Michael Porter Jr. and Yegor Dioman check back in for the Nets.
That's good positioning, though, on the Nets defense off that play. Garza not quite as mobile in his movements around the basket as White was putting it up for him, but a part of that, too, is just the Nets, as we talk about, continuing to be more connective on that end of the floor, the communication, and just understanding the angles of what an offense is trying to attack.
Here's Yegor with some speed. Porter thought about releasing the corner, but did not. Man, jitters, shovels, Claxton able to finish on a nice setup from Terrence Mann.
Beautiful setup. And again, but they're understanding the limitations of the movements of Garza, and that's where he just draws them in and dumps it around. That's a great play by Terrence.
And assists on 14 made field goals for Brooklyn. Brown tried to force it in. Garza couldn't control it. Porter looking to win the race. Euros and finishes.
That started with an excellent defensive stop as Nick Claxton was matched up against Jaylen Brown. Stays low, continues moving his feet and forcing that turnover.
I mean, this is incredibly rare. Boston has turned it over 9 times. They entered this game first in the league at protecting the basketball.
Well, the Nets are finding ways defensively to turn that over, and Michael Porter Jr. cashes in on the other end. Nice little Euro, soft with the touch. The Nets down by just 1 here in the second.
And streaming with the Nets with 19 fast break points already. As we take a look at this replay brought to you by Citizens Made Ready.
It's been a concerted effort to make quick decisions, and you see it right there. It's half court, full court. So much has been predicated on getting defensive stops. That activity, forcing the turnovers, has allowed them to find their way in transition. And these players on Brooklyn are very good at finishing at the other end. And this fast pace is something that Boston has not done much of this season. As I mentioned earlier, they are last in the league in pace, and 19 fast break points already tonight, the most in any half. And Rooks, I know you mentioned that this is a Nets team that averages under 9 per game. They are last in the league in fast break points, so they're flipping the script. And also for a Boston team, as you said before the break coming in, they lead the league in lowest turnovers, the turnover percentage. They also have the worst assist percentage. They're not always moving the ball in the right way, and kind of that goes hand in hand, that they're not turning it over a bunch. And it feels like they're looking for extra passes. They're moving the ball more, especially some passes are taken in traffic, and the Nets have taken advantage with their deflections and with their active hands.
Yeah, the Celtics are turning it over just 11 times per game. They turned it over 9 times in this first half.
But I think because a lot of that, they're not real risky with the passes. And it feels like tonight they're looking to thread some of those seams a little more.
Man gets smushed, follows it up. The tip is good. They're going to call that offensive interference. Nick Claxton is saying, hey, you guys may want to take a look at that. Now, because it was called, the Nets can.
It looks like it's coming off the cylinder. Did he get it when it was still sitting on the cylinder?
Maybe.
The question, because I don't know. I'm not good at those.
Those are tricky. Is it still supported? Is it still in the cylinder? The NBA has new technology also that is incredibly precise if you are to challenge that specific play. Shireman behind the back. Garza. There's a lot of things moving down there with Garza when he's been on the block.
You know what? And he's been a really nice piece for this team, and he's grown into what they've needed out of him. Obviously, he spent those 4 years at Iowa, and first came in, played for Detroit a couple years with Minnesota, and now here. But there is, like, the mobility is a factor. And
Porter splash on a 3.
So smooth. And you give him that much room, that much space, it's automatic.
12 points for Michael Porter Jr. He's 2 of 2 from downtown as White floats that one in. His first field goal of the night, his first points of the night.
But your point about Garza, I feel like in spots, the Nets have done a nice job recognizing that and forcing him to move around.
Williams, little hesitation. Oh, went with the lefty pizza pie.
Tough take against a defender like Jaylen Brown. And also credit to Claxton moving to the opposite block to pull away any help.
Tied at 43, 5:05 to go in the second. Here's Brown, lost the handle. Already 10 Celtics turnovers. Simons connects.
Well, and here's the thing, though, with the Celtics, and we're looking at the sample size of this season, they are a team that has been vulnerable to turnovers in the past and in other years. And so it's not an area that you can't try to exploit.
Claxton given space, says I'll take that, and gets the whistle. Garza picks up his second.
Just for you, another birthday gift. Nick Claxton gave you a block, and Zaire Williams giving you a pizza pie, Rooks. Nice little soft touch in as he turns the corner on Jaylen Brown. That's a tough, tough basket by Williams. Would you consider, did you call that a pizza pie?
I did, it did. It was a little bit like, I'm a little worried about it falling as he reaches for the top oven. But like he just got it in the oven.
70% of the time, and then the other 30.
No, hold on a second. Are we talking on air or off? Because
off air, I listen to you like 15.
Yeah, I was going to say, but I feel like on
air,
you're like
probably
95. Yeah, well, all right, yeah, 99. I'd say you're very attentive.
I think I was having a conversation with Josh Isaac.
Well, there's a thing called talk back every once in a while. You know,
that's why I missed the pizza part.
Yeah, off air, inattentive. On air, very attentive.
At least we're on the same page.
Yes. But to answer your question, I do, if you're going to just ask me what's my favorite food in life, it would be pizza. So maybe I'll have some pizza later. Okay. To answer your original question.
Let's go.
Pritchard connects on another 3, his 4th of the half.
He could make some deep ones, too, with hands in his face.
Coming off a game in which he had 8 threes.
Not just fourth, but 4 of 6.
Porter, I mean, it's unbelievable. Some of the degree of difficulty on the shots he has been hitting this season.
He doesn't see, and part of it is size, but he just doesn't see defenders or hands or closeouts. Like, he is just looking straight at the rim, and it's the same release point.
Oh, nice look from White, and Walsh bangs it in. 5-point Boston lead. Michael Porter Jr., 15 points, 6 of 8 from the floor, 3 of 3 from 3. He's really playing well. Porter has size on Simons, giving it up. Drew 2. Clowney in the corner. You bet!
Awesome play. And you keep saying it starts with Michael Porter Jr. He drew 2 defenders. They're going to try and double him. They're going to show different coverages at him, and he just does a really nice, patient job of reading it, and then a second pass is made.
Simons jitters, takes, and hits.
Okay, let's go. I mean, I don't know if these coaches happy with this defensive performance, but I like it.
Little rhythm now.
I like some shot making.
Gilman to the corner. Man, guarded by Simons. Picked up the dribble, will float it out. Yegor just able to grab it, 8 to shoot. Porter elevates, and he got fouled. Michael Porter Jr. going to shoot 3 when we get back. Walsh whistled for the personal, his second.
Michael Porter Jr. has been cooking, squaring up against the defense, and he...
What you saw is 5, but is going to be 4 when they switch Michael Porter's 2 to a 3. For some reason, it was tallied as a 2. It takes us into Guess That Jumper, Coos. Here we go.
Favorite game.
Yes, our new game. We show you a silhouette of a jump shot of a net of the past who has a connection to the organization, cannot be an active player. Mid-range difficulty today, an all-star with the Nets. 5 seasons with the Nets, 5 seasons with Boston. Can guess along on social media with the hashtag
Looks
Nets
like
on
he's
Yes.
a lefty.
He's a lefty. I got it. I got it. You know what I will say? I got it before I even read the hints. As soon as I just saw the silhouette, I got it.
Really?
Yes.
I need to think for a quick second. You want to give us an era?
Yeah. Think like when we were kids watching basketball.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're about, I turned 39 today, and you're 29.
Is he an excellent social media presence? Like, does he really show his love and support for?
He's on social media.
Because I'm
you know, I haven't gone on X in a year and a half, so I'm not sure
so you're not the first
what he's been up to. Pritchard. Good move. You got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Walsh able to finish with the left hand through the body of Sharp.
I'll just say, if you were on X and this is probably not a good, but you follow him, he's like, I love it because he shows his love and pride for all the teams he played for, these 2 included. Carry
on Yeoman, and the 4th Nets turnover.
Definitely New York City legend.
When I think of the first Nets teams you were really watching, following as a kid, he is one of the first guys I think of. Sharp comes up with a steal. It's the 11th turnover for Boston. Yeoman, you bet! Yegor is 3 for 3 from 3 as number 33 stands up to applaud. Pritchard pirouetting. White got open and hits from downtown. With a shot making, you're right, it is really picked
tremendous.
up.
And again, just continuing to move the ball and pass really well. I said it before, I don't think either of these coaches probably particularly thrilled with their team's defensive efforts, but I like the way that they're reading the defense, rotating the ball. There's been a good tempo and pace to it, especially for Jordy Fernandez and this Brooklyn group.
Third foul on Walsh.
On the push, this is a tough, Yegor Joman, look at the push, big drops back to try and protect the basket. He's left wide open, drains it, and 3 of 3 from 3, 3 assists. You said those numbers. That seems like an easy shot because you're wide open, but when you're on the move and you're looking to attack and you're stopping on a dime, you don't always have that type of balance as you expect. So that's just a really nice play.
Porter finds Sharp cutting and gets hacked by Queta as Day'Ron Sharp is going to shoot 2. That'll be number 3 on Queta. So now you have 3 on Walsh and 3 on Queta.
Another really nice find. Take a look at this. Once again, they get it to Michael Porter Jr. He's got 2 guys coming at him. Who does that leave? Day'Ron Sharp under the basket. Quick delivery. Forces the help. Queta with the foul. I keep saying, like, Jordi Fernandez and the coaching staff do an excellent job of making sure everyone knows where to be, how to balance the space, the floor, where their shots are going to come from, and how to move without the ball as well to read the defense. And I think everyone just feels like they're continuing to get more and more comfortable with that type of landscape on the floor, how to utilize it best. And, you know, and we've said it about Day'Ron Sharp. We talk about Nick Claxton a lot. Obviously, Terrence, you know, you can go down the list, but Porter being one of the latest throughout the course of the season, just really having a lot of finds, especially because he's seeing different looks and coverages, being the #1 option, and oftentimes getting those doubles.
Nets started this game 5 of 6 from 3, then missed 8 in a row, now made 4 in a row. Another turnover for Boston. That's their 12th, which is higher than their game average on the season of just 11, which leads the league. Sharp. No. Pritchard behind the back to Nix on his 5th 3 of the half.
Ooh, that was smooth.
4-point Celtics lead. Gilman will fire and hit another for the teenager. Yegor is 4 for 4 from 3. That one's off. 2 seconds left. Porter launches. No. That will do it for the first half. Celtics a 1-point lead over the Nets. Michael Porter Jr. with 18. Yegor with 12 on 4 of 4 from 3. Chris Shear, Frank Isola, you're live at Barclays. I like Frank's outfit tonight. It's terrific.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Oh,
Once
you're
again,
going to see it at the half. It's great. First half breakdown.
Love you, Frankie.
Chris and Frank will guess that jumper. And Megan Triplett is there with Yegor.
Yegor, 4 threes in this first half, 12 points for you. What sparked and what did you read in that game that allowed you to get to those open spots?
I think, first of all, a good quality screens from my teammates and shaping the floor the right way. I think that's something that we pursue every day in the practices. And, you know, we're doing it great, and that's how I get a better open shots.
22 fast break points for you guys in this first half. How are you guys able to find that pace and get out on the run?
I think it all comes from defense. You know, we really talk about before the game really being dialed in on the defensive end and convert these defensive stops into the offense and fast breaks.
Thanks, Yegor.
Thank you.
Well, Megan, first time the Nets with 20-plus fast break points and a half in over 2 years. Brooklyn trails by 1 at the half. Yegor and Porter with big halves. Frank and Chris coming up next with your halftime report from Barclays Center. Jumper answer. We'll show you the clues and the silhouette one more time. Mid-range difficulty. All-star with the Nets. 5 seasons in New Jersey. 5 seasons with Boston. Lefty shooter.
New York City legend.
That's right. Here we go. Kenny Anderson. Yes. That southpaw stroke from Kenny Anderson. The Audi electric moment. Experience a fully electric Audi vehicle at your local Tri-State Audi dealer today. How about Archbishop Malloy footage, Sarah? Didn't know we were getting that footage, did you?
Awesome.
That's superstar Sam coming up with the roll.
Samantha Hickey pulling out all the good stuff, and so was Kenny Anderson. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, that class. Remember that all-star uniform? Oh,
yes.
so sweet.
Woo.
Twisted through traffic. Kenny was smooth. Taking a look at his resume, 14 NBA seasons, the #2 overall pick in 91, an all-star in 93, 94, and the 3rd most assists in franchise history. And you and I both got it correct. So, I mean,
you didn't say it, though, when it came on. I hope the viewers know that.
We didn't say it because if we said it, it would ruin it for the viewers. We can.
I feel like
we can never say it.
We need to turn this into a game that there's winners.
I know. You
we
want
start having maybe next season.
You want who am I like stakes?
Yeah.
Yeah, I understand. Jordy, you're blocking our shot. I feel like there should be a way for us to submit answers without saying it to the audience. I don't know how we do that officially.
You know what? Everything's a work in progress.
Yeah,
right
we're figuring it out. But I like it. It's catching on, and people are giving their guesses with the hashtag #NetsOnYes.
You know, what do you think your jumper would look like in silhouette?
My jumper?
Yeah, like do you have even if it doesn't go in, is it smooth looking?
No, it's pretty smooth. No. It's pretty smooth. Pick up my Fordham days. It was all right. You might say it looked a little like Steph Curry. I wouldn't say exactly like Steph, but just a little.
You know, it's your birthday. We'll let you get away with it.
On the attack, Clowney able to finish. Nets had 22 fast break points in that first half.
There's a lot of numbers you like.
Yeah, most they've had in over 2 years and a half. Also turned Boston over 12 times, just so beyond their norm. They average just 11 turnovers per game. Bjorkman just slaps that away. And you talked about it before, Sarah.
17 points off, though.
Yeah.
Like, that's...
And maybe Boston, who has been a poor passing team this year and conservative with the pass, maybe they've been a little bit more ambitious in their attempts, but the Nets have taken advantage. Brown guarded tightly by Bjorkman. Nice pass inside that time for Brown, but that's going to be a shot clock violation. Keita didn't have time to reverse direction, and that is a 13th turnover for Joe Mazzulla's team.
And you see it right here, shot clock about to go off while it's still in his hand.
Oh, look at that look.
That's a beautiful shot. Nets on, yes, best screw in the business. But a difference too for the Celtics, and yes, Tatum's a part of that. We know how much Joe Mazzulla wants to shoot threes.
Quarter foul by Walsh stays here. That's going to be number 4 on Walsh.
So the Celtics still second in the league in three-point attempts. You had mentioned that earlier, but their percentage 22nd in the league. So that type of efficiency of the volume they're putting up that they had in the past where it normally paid dividends for them isn't quite there. And so I think for defenses, and you're seeing it in what Jordy Fernandez's team's game plan is, you can still kind of give more traffic, clog the paint a little bit more, and it allows for you to show those hands.
Claxton spinning, can't finish it. Got it back off the deflection, stripped, still battling, needs some help. Clowney will dish, Bjorkman will take, and hit that one. His first miss from 3 on the day, had been 4 for 4.
But what a really nice take, and just the read to hold on to that as he faked the Terrence Mann in the corner and the defense bit.
Wow, this is amazing. It's another Celtics turnover. That's 14. By the way, Sarah, they're shooting 59.5% from the floor. They're just not getting enough shots up. The Nets have 12 more field goal attempts than Boston.
Wild. And now I'm looking at that, talking about their three-point percentage. Boston shooting over 52%.
Yeah.
They've been really efficient.
Porter missed that one. Used a 9-iron. Needed a sand wedge. Pritchard. White launches, can't hit. Claxton the rebound. Bjorkman gets it taken from behind by White. One of the best defenders in the league. White can't hit the 3. Rebound as Bjorkman gets flattened and fouled. That'll be on Keita, and that is his 4th.
There's an aggressiveness in for both of these teams, how they're attacking the rim, attacking the offensive glass. You see it right there. A significant foul because Cato's been an important piece on the inside, especially with his size, and the Nets have done a nice job in moving Luka Garza around, who comes in for him. You getting into golf a little bit?
I am. Yeah, you heard that analogy and we're wondering. I've always played here and there. I like to play with my dad in the summer when I can. But the last 2 years, I have full-on caught the bug. And this summer, taking it to a new level. My 40th birthday, which of course isn't for a year, but we're going to celebrate it early, is going to be a Scotland golf trip.
Let's see what your wife Andrea says.
Well, I don't play on the weekends, okay?
How much you're going to get into golf with 2 little kids?
Yeah, it's not easy. But weekday, that's a cool thing about our schedules, though, right? It's offbeat, so I can play weekdays. My dad's retired, so he can play with me. It all works out. Why not? Carries the 3. Did I give you more than you were expecting?
Yeah, I'm just looking at Megan. Megan is very locked into your story.
Pritchard off the steal. Minot trying to explode to the rim and is fouled by Claxton. Jordi Fernandez isn't so sure. Free throws here for Minot.
Well, Minot's coming in with a ferocity, and you see it in how he's been playing. Now in his 4th year in the league here with Boston, spent his first couple seasons with Minnesota. Didn't necessarily always get a ton of time, but he's got a little bit of size. We saw him mixing up with Noah Clowning in that first half.
And Nets fans, Brooklyn hosts the Crosstown Knicks at Barclays Center Monday night, November 24th. We'll be here, you and I. Sarah, you too, Megan. Show up and show out. Brooklyn, lock in your tickets at brooklynnets.com or via Ticketmaster. That'll be the second half of back-to-back. We have a tee on Claxton. So Nick Claxton picks up a technical foul. Free throw here for Peyton Pritchard. And Nick Claxton is telling the group, that's my fault, that's my fault, that's my fault, as they huddle. And now break that huddle. Boston 8 of 11 from the line. They do not get to the line often. They are, in fact, last in the NBA in free throw attempts per game, just 18. At a time when free throw attempts are up.
Yeah.
Across the league.
They also put teams on the line fairly often as well. Sometimes you see teams can get to the line a lot, but they're not fouling a lot. But that is an area that opponents can take advantage. You said it though earlier. This has been an interesting game with how it's played out, given how Boston normally doesn't give up many points off turnovers, normally very good on the offensive glass.
Claxton finds Porter slashing to the rim. More of that quality cutting for Michael Porter Jr. that Jordy's been emphasizing. And another good dish from Claxton, his 3rd assist. White trying to dance around Clowney, able to toss it in. Gilman had some space, accelerates, couldn't serve it up. I think he got a little closer to the rim than he was expecting. Brown slicing, bodying, finishing, plus the foul. And the Celtics have their largest lead of the night.
That's a strong move by Jaylen Brown. You see him just watching where the defense was coming from. He's eyeing Gilman, and then when he was isolated with Terrence Mann, just bodies through, gets the and one. So Dara Torres, the Olympic swimmer.
Yeah, like incredible Olympic swimmer.
Yeah, I mean, she's 4 gold medals, 5-time Olympian, 12 medals overall, done a ton of things. She actually had taken a colleague of mine, doing some work on some different shows, taking the job as the head swimming and diving coach at Boston College, so she's been at Boston College. She, this past summer, is giving Jaylen Brown swimming lessons.
Really?
So that was a big part of what he was working on for his conditioning, his body, all sorts of things. Just the idea of how that would help translate to what he could do on the court. And Dara was telling me, she said back when she was swimming at Stanford, but getting ready for the Olympics, Jerry Rice with the 49ers used to come and swim with them as well. But it was a part of their workouts, but that was a big part of what he did this offseason. And yeah, I mean, he's always been tremendous, in tremendous shape.
It's a terrific nugget.
Yeah, that's all I got.
No, I love that.
I am not a strong swimmer.
No, like just in general, or not like a competition level?
Well, first take a look at Nick Claxton. He has been strong on the inside. Second jump, which is what they called for the jump ball with the tie-up.
Like, do you get nervous?
No, I love the water.
Oh, okay.
Love the water, love the ocean. I can stay afloat. I just getting from point A to point B, not very fast.
I got to tell you, the wave pool at Typhoon Lagoon I was in last week, wow, it is strong. Like, really strong. Knocked me and Evie right over. Needed Garrett Torres as Brown buries the three, and the Nets need a timeout. Celtics a 10-point lead. They're on a 13-2 run. 28 to go in the third quarter, and Boston.
Take a look at that.
Oh, look at that. Hey, oh, hey, you guys are surprising me with a little cake here. Thank you, guys. Oh, look at this. Look, oh, I got a hat too. Oh, good. Whoa, hey now. I got a little.
Oh, I like the hat. I like. Wait, and these candles are actually lit. Wow, you gotta make a wish. Megan's.
No, I'm just gonna make. The hat isn't working out, but I like the idea.
Make a wish before I blow out these
I'm gonna make you just hold it. Okay, ready? Thank you, guys.
Look at that.
That
Happy
is so
birthday,
nice. Oh, I didn't.
What's
you did surprise me.
We had practiced. Would not Stevie Wonder song. How did we say the
How was your
song?
version of Happy Birthday?
Say happy birthday to you. So close your eyes and make a wish. Think about it and blow out the candle. That's all I got.
Megan, that was very nicely done. Thank you, ladies, and thank you, yes. And thank you, Nets.
Happy birthday to you.
Do we have a
Happy birthday.
fork here?
Why, you want some of the
Well,
something?
me and you are known to, like,
Just
leave the cake in front of us and eat it during the game.
What kind of cake do you think is underneath this beautiful frosting?
I don't know. The frosting looks amazing, though, and I am a frosting guy.
To have a little. Go ahead. It's your birthday.
My fingers, well, you know.
There's a
oh, look. Hey, look at Dave Freed, Statman. What, you're just carrying this in your pocket? Oh, my gosh. Yeah, I am going to try it now. Thank you, Dave. Wait. Oh, it's vanilla. Oh, vanilla on vanilla. Love it. That's terrific.
Sorry.
Yeah, you use your fingers. That's fine.
It's just the icing on the quilt.
I'm going to save a little for the truck, but this is. Oh, don't fall out. Oh, boy. This is really good, guys.
Do we. Yeah? Should we call the game?
Hey, you want to play? How long can you hold this? Can you hold it? I'm going to get one more bite, and then you can continue, okay?
Oh, my gosh. We created a monster. Megan, we need you.
Thank you guys so much. That is so sweet. And that cake is excellent.
That icing, honestly.
Oh, my gosh. Are you an icing person?
I love icing.
Yeah.
Frosting.
I'm a big
Actually,
frosting
like it
person.
more than the cake itself.
Same. Big frosting guy. Wow, that's great. And great job.
Happy birthday. Honestly, you are a blessing, and we wish you nothing but all the good for this next trip around the sun.
Thank you, Sarah.
Congratulations. You made it. It's a big deal.
I appreciate that. Love you, my friend.
Love you.
Minot hits the three. Minot's brought something to the Celtics here in the start.
He does. Like, he's been kind of shaken up a little bit. He's been really physical.
Martin. Claxton tips it. Here comes Pritchard. Lead up to 11 for Boston. Nets are in the bonus. Brown can't hit the three. His three's been a little off. His mid-range has been exquisite. Claxton hugs the rebound. That's just Brown on the season in general. Claxton with space. Euros can't lob it in, and then Garza secures the rebound.
That's another example of a possession that, even though that shot doesn't go through, like Michael Porter Jr. set a nice little screen, cleared some space. That's a good take by Claxton.
Garza was unable to grab it. Here's Powell. Porter has size, elevates. That one rims out. Rebound left for Boston. Brown has it taken away by Powell. 15th turnover of the night for the Celtics. Powell, the crossover. Into the corner, Martin rims off. Porter on a steal. Michael Porter Jr. gets fouled hard by White midair. And Porter is going to shoot 2 after the Celtics' 16th turnover.
Excellent read, shoots the gaps. Pritchard looked like he knew it immediately when he released it, but Michael Porter Jr. gets a hard foul from Derek White. Looked like he's ready to yak this down, and White comes through. Clean foul, though. And for Michael Porter Jr., he's doing a lot. We talked about this a lot with the numbers that he had at Washington and just the evolution of where his game is at right now. He's doing a lot of little things tonight, whether small little screen setting, some of the box out, the rebounds, stuff that's not necessarily showing up in the stat sheet that I think we haven't always seen on a consistent basis. And possession by possession, it's been impressive.
Clowney checks out. Nets with William Sharp, Porter, Martin, and Powell. Xavier Tillman into the game for Boston. 7th straight game with at least 20 points for Michael Porter Jr. Longest streak of his career.
In this, I mean, he's 7 of 13, 3 of 6, 5 of 5 from the free throw line. He's been really efficient.
Brown elevates and banks it in. 14 for Jaylen Brown. One of 4 Celtics in double figures. Brown has 8 in the quarter. Here's Powell, bouncing, Sharp, kicking. Williams hitting from 3. And now Joe Mazzulla will call a timeout.
Jordan
8-point
Fernandez
game.
talks a lot about paint touches, and when you suck in the defense, you're going to find some cleaner looks. Day'Ron Sharp, nice pass on the kick out, and Zaire Williams cashes in.
Hot Stove returns as Yes's baseball experts give you the inside scoop on the Bombers' offseason plans. Catch the season premiere presented by Hexclad Wednesday, December 3rd at 6:30 on Yes and the Gotham Sports app. Trent Grisham accepted the qualifying off. Oh, look, 2 Yankee hats in 1 shot. Wow, John Purcell, our director, just showing off now.
I love it.
Yeah, Trent Grisham today, who had an incredible career season for the Yankees, accepted the qualifying offer. So he will be back.
Excellent news.
For the outfielder.
When is,
I'd like to see them bring back Bellinger as well. He was terrific to watch.
What's your projection on that?
I feel good about it. Why don't we add Kyle Tucker while we're at it too, you know?
When spring training start? February? When do pitchers report?
Yeah.
Right after like All-Star break?
Yeah, no, they report February. Yeah. Could that be my birthday present, getting Tucker and
If that was
Bellinger?
one of your 3 wishes of the candles, don't say it
Okay,
out loud,
all right, fair enough.
It will not come true. I mean, that's my thoughts.
You're like, I can't confirm that. But Nets have forced 17 Boston turnovers tonight and scored 19 points off those turnovers. Meanwhile, they've turned it over just 6 times. Boston shooting 57% from the floor. The Nets are shooting just 39%.
But you said it. That's the big discrepancy is that they've got 12 extra shots, and that's been the major factor despite how efficient the Celtics have found their way from the field.
I think there's some debate as to what the shot clock should be at here. Whether or not the Nets had gotten possession before the tie-up. And Jordy Fernandez is arguing we did not have possession. He said if we did, then award me my timeout. It's come this way as Sharp able to save it. And then it ends up in the arms of Boston. Beautiful save from Brown to Pritchard. Here's Pritchard. Launching. That one's off. Rebound whacked out of bounds. Stays with Boston. That ball almost ended up in the lap of Robbie Kukuza. Runs the Yankees clubhouse. Speaking of Yankees hot stove. Him and famous barber Davey Cutt sitting courtside there.
Oh, I didn't even see Davey.
Yeah. Brown bodies into Powell and doesn't get the roll. Here's Powell. Good look. Martin on the attack. Got fouled. The Nets have been in the bonus all night long, putting fouls on Boston.
But again, that's part of the concerted effort to get in the paint, to penetrate, to be physical, and a lot of that is just imposing their will and how they've gotten downhill. And some of that too is just Boston being in a bad way because of constantly being in transition defense, back on their heels. The push by Brooklyn has helped that.
A customized Brooklyn Nets ticket packages are now available. Pick any 5 games and save or get extra discounts when you select 7 games or more. Experience Brooklyn's team your way. Pick your plan at brooklynnets.com today. It's been amazing, game in, game out, Sarah, how packed this arena has been.
It's been an awesome environment. It really has. And there's been a lot of nice moments. I know the Nets record doesn't always indicate it in the showings, but when you think about some of those moments at the end of games and ones in which the crowd has been really active, really into it, and it's fun to be a part of.
No, I think it's a great sign that they've had this level of attendance in what is clearly a rebuilding year. Pritchard can't hit that one. Sharp the rebound. Powell, the Nets down 7. 2:45 to go in the third. Sharp trying to use his size on Brown, and does.
That's a good quick move and soft touch by Day'Ron Sharpe. Jaylen Brown, despite not having the height, he is strong. He was not being moved, and Day'Ron Sharpe goes to work.
Here's Brown, fakes the 3, attacks, and gets fouled. Jaylen Brown, student of Dara Torres, will shoot 2.
I love it. Take a look at Day'Ron Sharpe in the paint, demanding the ball, but look at this quick move. Little right shoulder, goes back over the left. That's soft touch. And again, I said it where he was positionally, he wasn't right underneath the basket. He was still a couple feet out. You need that touch. He's really been working and doing a nice job with some of those counter moves.
It feels like the Nets tonight have done a nice job of recognizing when they have some sort of mismatch offensively.
That's a great observation, and
right?
They really have, and that's a big part of it too, and especially understanding that against a Boston team that will switch as much as they do. And so that's coming in. Again, we always credit these coaches. Jordy Fernandez, the game plan is always impressive to see how locked in they are, organized they are, and that allows for the understanding of the players. And they know that Boston will switch in most cases 1 through 4, sometimes 1 through 5, but because of it, you're going to find those areas that you can exploit given the mismatch.
Powell. Off to Martin. Martin lobbing it up. Beautiful set. And Sharpe hoops the alley.
And look, I know they're down by 5, but there has been a level of tempo and comfort and chemistry that's been fun to watch with this group.
Brown gets fouled again, and Jaylen Brown going back to the line as Sharpe picks up his 3rd.
Another really nice job of Tyrese Martin getting inside the paint, forcing a little bit of help. That's just overall a nice way to draw and collapse the defense and take advantage of the size of Day'Ron Sharpe on the inside. You said it with Xavier Tillman coming in. He's a stronger body and a bigger frame, but he doesn't necessarily have those inches, and you can get it over the top, which Brooklyn has taken advantage.
Jaylen Brown, 11 points in the 3rd after he had a quiet first half with just 6. Now 12 in the frame. Celtics lead is 7, under 2 minutes to go in this 3rd quarter. Nets trying to pick up their first home win of the season. Gets Pritchard on his hip, forces it up. Doesn't get the roll, but that's okay. Day is there.
Soft touch. Good job staying around the basket. This is where Sharp always has excelled, his anticipation around the rim.
Deflected, Tillman chases, dishes, Brown leans in, looking for a whistle, and he got one. Came late, but it came. Zaire Williams picks up the personal, goes to the Nets bench and asks them to confirm for him, and they do.
Take a look. That's just a nice move by Jaylen Brown.
I guess he just caught him on the elbow somewhere on that hop.
Maybe, yeah. I mean, I don't know if it felt like Williams was the one that got him, or clipped him a little bit. And obviously, if the coaches took a look at it again, that's a good shot fake though, and just for Brown maintaining his composure.
And Brown with 14 in the third is now 7 of 8 from the line. Williams short, but gets the roll. How about that? A little hop off front rim and in.
That means you got some good rotation. Nice Brooklyn Barclays Center bounce.
Brown kicks it out. Pritchard fakes. Another good look for him. Can't hit. He's had a few good looks in this third, but has suddenly gotten cold. Powell wasn't looking. Here's Williams. Looking to slide around Minot. Martin will take. And it's hit. Friendly rims down this way for the Nets. And it's a 1-point game. About a 7-second difference, game and shot clock. Simons bounces, Tillman kicks. Brown connects. 17 in the third for Jaylen Brown.
And Boston has seemed to have a response every time the Nets have come up with some timely threes.
5 seconds left in the quarter. Martin. Gonna have to pull, didn't have time for that. And that'll do it for the third. Celtics a 4-point lead, headed to the fourth.
Zaire Williams for 3. Need a little something extra from up high. Got the Brooklyn bounce, and Nets down by 4.
Happy with not getting a shot off here.
Well, just a little slow here, developing and getting into the play. And Tyrese Martin for a second single coverage, and you see Minot come in at the last minute for the double. And time expires, don't get off a shot after the good momentum and what was happening. And I'm not sure exactly where the play broke down, but you want to make sure you at least get a shot at the rim, especially with how well the Nets had been moving the basketball and operating.
You see Jordy coaching them through it.
I don't know if there was a screen maybe supposed to be set, but nonetheless, that's all a part of it. Like, that's a part of the learning process and trying to refine a lot of these things. But overall, this has been a really nice night with how they have organized their offense.
Martin flings it out. Wilson misfires. Kata the rebound. Back on the floor with his 4 fouls. Shireman, Hauser, Simons, and White along with Kata. Nets with Martin, Williams, Wilson, Powell, and Sharp. White, 2 to shoot, lets it go. Can't hit. Wilson the rebound.
Just a nice defensive possession. Everyone blocking out. Good contest on the shot.
Here's Martin. Working around Sharp. Williams fires short. That time it stayed short. And Shireman the rebound. Powell slipped there, looking at a wet spot. Simons. Hauser closed out by Martin. Pull up mid-range. Again, good D for Brooklyn as they secure the defensive glass with Sharp. Sharp through the center of the lane. Knocked away, fortuitous to Wilson, can't hit. Brown getting ready to check back in for Boston after a 17-point third. Simons cups it, dishes. Shireman foul on the floor by Wilson. And Claxton getting ready to check back in for Brooklyn. Michael Porter Jr. will as well. Porter Jr. 22 points. 7 of 13 from the floor, 3 of 6 from 3. He is one of just 4 players in the league averaging at least 23 points, 6 rebounds, and 3 made threes. The others, Luka, Lauri Markkanen, and James Harden. Pretty good company.
Absolutely. We keep talking about it. I know only 2 assists on the night. He's seen the floor really well, though, and been decisive about where he's passing the ball.
Queta twisting, misses the hook. Rebound deflected out to Mann. And back in there as well, works behind Claxton. Williams. Shireman anticipated it. Williams turning, got fouled. Zaire Williams is going to shoot too.
Good aggressiveness going at Shireman. And for Zaire Williams, we often see that from him in his ability to get downhill, get to the basket, but off that possession, Shireman was trying to stay in front, and Zaire does a good job of drawing that foul.
Hey, Nets fans, NBA Cup action returns to Brooklyn Friday, November 28th. Come make some noise for your Nets as they tip off against the Sixers. Lock in your tickets now at brooklynnets.com or via Ticketmaster. That'll be us as well.
That's a lot of time we're spending together.
Well, and speaking of, if you don't have Thanksgiving planned, you're always welcome to come.
Really?
Yeah, it's a standing invitation.
I think or maybe, I don't know, maybe we can see what the options are, and then I'll get back to you.
I know what that means. And that's just fine. You have fun. Hey, I got to talk. All right, we got to talk to her. She's the boss. That's my wife, for those who don't know, on the left. Well, actually, Mama and Papa Rucco are going to be doing most of the cooking for this Thanksgiving. We'll bring something. Andrea has been on a cooking tear, though, I will say. So maybe she's going to come up with something interesting for Thanksgiving. But you know what the big dish is? Mama Rucco makes a pineapple stuffing that's to die for.
I thought you were going to say the turkey.
Porter connects. Nets back in front.
Porter's been stuffing the stat sheet is what he has been doing. That's another shot that he just makes look so fluid. 4 of 7 now from 3, 8 of 14 from the field.
Most threes made in franchise history in the first 13 games with the Nets. Brown couldn't finish it good. Legal contest from Claxton. Porter finds Claxton. Claxton runs right into Brown, and the foul will be on Jaylen Brown, his first.
Michael Porter Jr., there's just a lot of movement in how he's been able to find his shots, different points on the floor, despite what Boston's been doing. Terrence Mann, once again, does a great job penetrating, getting the paint touch, and Zaire Williams with a beautiful back screen opens things up. It is, I mean, look at what they're doing on the strong side of the floor. You had Drake Powell in the corner. For Brooklyn, they take that lead off of it, but overall, you just like all these wrinkles within the offense.
Powell open. No. Another good look generated, though.
And that's all you want. That's all you can ask for. Shots are going to fall, they're not going to fall, whatever, but create those quality ones, because it also helps you on this end in your ability to get back even if they don't go in.
Hauser. Off to Brown, eyes the clock, 3 to shoot. Brown speeds in, got tripped. Will it be on the pass or will it be on the drive? And it's going to be shots here for Jaylen Brown. Jason Tatum, just a spectator at this point, as he recovers from the torn Achilles.
And you feel for him. Obviously, the way that went down, and you know he's been working in Portland, working the rehab process, trying to continue to work yourself back. You know, it's hard for anyone to have to sit there on the sideline and watch, but sometimes it gives you a different view, a different perspective, a different opportunity to take things in and to learn. And you know, Celtics, whenever he does make it back on the court, will be very excited to have him.
The interesting thing will be how they reload around him, Derek White, Jaylen Brown, are the three that they've kept as those core members from their championship team, Hauser and Pritchard as well. But you lost, you traded Porzingis, traded Drew Holiday, lost Al Horford, Luke Cornett, who was a huge part, especially of last year's team.
And it will be interesting. I think just like the fascinating part though, with there is so many changes so often. Like now the consistency of a core, it's really, really valuable.
Hauser comes up with a steal. Into the explosion to the rim. Tatum loving it. 92-90 Boston. Back in front. Good game here at Barclays. Claxton slides in. Porter in and out.
And you don't see him miss shots like that often, but that's a nice little two-man game between him and Claxton.
White thought about it. Instead, will drive it and bank it in. Diego Dielman back in for Brooklyn with Porter, Claxton, Clowney, and Mann. That's the starting five for Brooklyn. Hauser, Shireman, Brown, White, and Queta for Boston. Dielman on the attack, couldn't lay it in. Here comes Boston, 5-on-4. Hauser will fire and hit from three. Timeout, Brooklyn. It is an 8-0 Boston run, and the lead is back to 7.
Michael Porter Jr. has come out and been electric. And you see it in the shot making, but also the distribution. Boston has loaded up on him. In many cases, they've put 2 on him. He's attacking the glass. He's been physical. He's been strong. He's been doing all the little things. And yeah, the box score looks impressive, but he's also adding so much with how this offense is balanced. His teammates are finding him, and they're doing a good job with their connectivity, their fluidity. And this is impressive by both of these players, but the level of efficiency is at a high, high point.
Tonight's key matchup presented by your local Ford stores. Porter, 25 points, 8 of 15 from the floor, 4 of 7 from 3. Jaylen Brown had just 6 points in the first half, but 17 in the third quarter. And has added a free throw here in the fourth. Jordy Fernandez talking through things with Michael Porter Jr. after that last possession. Porter was visibly upset after the Nets yielded that 8-0 run. Boston lead back to 7 after the Nets had briefly taken the lead. Clowney guarded tightly in the corner, 6 to shoot. Spins into Shireman and gets the whistle. Noah Clowney is going to shoot too.
Once again, a good, nice take at the basket for Brooklyn to be making these concerted efforts to try and attack, to get in the paint. It's allowed them to get to the line. And even when it's not about getting to the line or getting a basket, they've recognized then when it draws in the defense and finding those kickouts of how they've shot threes. And we've said this often. Shots, you may make them, you may miss them, it doesn't matter. It's all about possession by possession, creating quality looks. And it felt like throughout the entirety of this game, they just continued to create quality looks. And whether they're in and out, yeah, that's obviously the goal. But overall, these steps you want to take is just having a consistency and finding that.
Clowney, 13 points, 4 of 7 from the floor, 3 of 3 from 3, now 2 of 2 from the line. 6:30 to go. Pritchard off to Brown. Good look from 3 is off. On the weak side, rebound secured by Williams. He comes in for Dielman. Williams unable to bank it in. Claxton was hanging, ready to flush it down.
They got a big smile because they ran that how they wanted to. I mean, how quick on that push between him and Claxton and even Zaire Williams. The recognition of it. It was get it and go, and had an opportunity almost to get it right there at the basket. those are the quick hit. We're starting to see more quick hit ads in just what this offense is continuing to evolve into as these guys are spending more and more time together.
Hauser. Boston has not turned it over in the fourth after they turned it over 17 times through the first 3 quarters. Pritchard got fouled first by Claxton on the floor. That'll be the 4th team foul on the Nets. 2nd personal on Claxton.
And Pritchard does a good job just getting him on his back and said, I don't know, that looked like an extension of the arm.
Nets do have their challenge.
Yeah, I mean, at first, he did a good job snaking through and putting him on his back, but then that fend-off at the end looked like a little bit more on the offensive side of things.
Pritchard gets denied by Clowney. White, short, long rebound. Hauser now with a chance. Can't hit. Another long board. White in the corner. He got it. 4th time's the charm for Boston. Timeout, Brooklyn. 8-point Celtics lead. Nights are NBA Cup nights. Don't miss Brooklyn's 3rd Cup game as the Nets head to Boston to take on the Celtics. Coverage begins Friday at 7 o'clock with the FanDuel Nets pregame on Yes and the Gotham Sports app. The Nets' upcoming schedule brought to you by Ticketmaster. Experience your Nets live with Ticketmaster, the official ticket marketplace of the Brooklyn Nets. So the Nets will have that game in Boston on Friday, and then back-to-back at Toronto on Sunday, home to the Knicks on Monday before a few days off through Thanksgiving, and then another back-to-back Cup game Friday the 28th at home against the Sixers, and then on to Milwaukee.
Challenging. I mean, this is a challenging run, especially with both of those back-to-backs. I know you're not traveling a ton or super far distances, but still anytime you're turning things around that quickly. But overall for the Nets, still good amount of time left in this game to see what type of run you can make.
Claxton gets fouled, and Nick Claxton is going to go to the line to shoot 2, as that will be the 5th foul on Keita.
Take a look at this, and
on the swipe down.
The swipe down, he also kind of was moving into him with the body and had his body turn. I'm not sure in impeding the progress there, but doesn't agree with it.
Claxton, 4 of 6 from the line. One of the things Jordi Fernandez has talked about with Claxton's improvement at the line, said he has put in so much work. Go up there and be confident. You've done the work. Be confident at the line, and we've seen that from Nick. I mean, dramatic improvement thus far this season.
You know what? I feel like for as much as we talked about it through the years, and Claxton now in his 7th year, he was never, though, hesitant or afraid to get to the line. Like, he was always, he played in the same way of foul me, it was the same type of strength, and he's grown in his strength in so many ways. But he always played in a way that he was comfortable getting there. Was just about converting.
Williams comes up with a steal. I mean, this is a guy who's a 53% career free throw shooter, but he's at 71% entering tonight. But there, Claxton picks up the offensive foul, and the Nets turn it over.
Take a look at this one.
I mean, that's just, why would you do that? That's
and the tough part about that, and that's where, you know, you need to be better. He had a mismatch down there.
Yeah.
The Nets were on the break. He had an underside position, like get down and try and seal White off to get a pass over the top, and you may be able to get dunk or a layup, but that extension was unnecessary.
That's a foul 100% of the time. And you're not a rookie, you're in your 7th year.
And you know that the officials are going to see it.
Exactly, out in the open like that. As Clowney gets fouled, and Noah Clowney will shoot 2. And you know, you like seeing after something like that, how did the teammates react? And Zaire Williams even went over to Nick.
Well, I also think he was like, make sure keep you under control.
Yeah, exactly.
He's a little heated right now, so let me just make sure to come. Those are the things, though, that there's a lot of areas we're talking about the growth of this group and how they're going to continue to build winning habits, as Jordi Fernandez likes to talk about. Yeah, they're young, youngest average team in the league. That's a part of the leadership aspect and different roles for different players, the growth of those responsibilities, and you're seeing it on a more consistent basis across the board. And that's another fun thing to watch of how these players grow just as professionals in the league.
Hauser, good close out there from Clowney into the corner. White wide open, connects on a 3, lead back to 10. Meanwhile, Nets have missed their last 3 free throw attempts. A 14-3 Celtics run. Derek White with 8 points in this 4th quarter. 15 for the game as Claxton loses it out of bounds off the delivery from Porter. Nets turn it over. Nets have played with good defensive tenacity and effort tonight. Brown trying to get Boston to the finish line, and a loose ball foul will go against Brooklyn. It'll stay here. Celtics in the bonus, so free throws coming.
And this is characteristically, at this early part of the season, a tough team to keep off the offensive glass. The Celtics are. They're second in the league in second chance points. It's a big area where they try and find production with how they play. And up until this point, the Nets had done a nice job with that. They had gotten some second chance looks, but that previous possession where hit a 3 on their 4th try, those long rebounds are tough. A series like this, these are the little things where in closing time, all of that little stuff matters. Even the fouls, you pick up everything. Right. There's such a narrow margin for error, especially against a team like Boston, that you've got to be mindful of when you're trying to close out a game.
Claxton secures his 10th rebound, just 1 of 9 from the floor tonight. Struggled against Boston last year as well, had 11 total points, final 3 meetings against them. Clowney loses it, Porter after it, got deflected so he can go into the backcourt, has to put it up, and White with the rejection. The 2-time all-defensive team member comes up with a block. And Joe Mazzulla will take his use it or lose it before we get to the 3-minute mark. Celtics by 11, 3:09 to go. Tights and full player and coach reaction all coming up right here on Yes and the Gotham Sports app. Ryan Rucco, Sarah Kustok, Megan Triplett, our producer Josh Isaac, director John Purcell, Samantha Hickey on tape, Rashid Tyree on graphics. Appreciate you hanging out with us. It has been an entertaining game between the Nets and Celtics, mostly tight throughout. Boston has opened up their largest lead. It's 11 with 3 minutes to go. Brown, he got it. 27 for Jaylen Brown. 21 of them in the second half. And Boston with its largest lead, 14. They're on an 18-3 run trying to close it out. Claxton loses it. Pritchard dishes back. Brown back to Pritchard in the corner. No. Clowney short on a 3. Claxton flags down the rebound. Yeoman passes open man. Lob it down the floor and out of bounds. 19th turnover for Boston. Nets are 1 of 11 from the floor in this 4th quarter.
Yeah, it's been a struggle for them. And been a handful of maybe disjointed possessions or looks, but there has been a lot that, as we've mentioned, where they create some good quality shots that just haven't gone through. That's going to happen. Boston's a team a little more accustomed to being able to lock down and finishing off a game, a group that's been together for, there's some new faces and new pieces, and you're missing a guy like Jason Tatum, but a lot of these guys
won championships, and they've got the type of pedigree to understand some of those small plays that they need to execute.
Gilman circles it back. Sharp spins and banks it in, plus the foul. As Jordi Fernandez emptying the bench. Day'Ron Sharp with a chance for 3. Olin Traore is going to check in as well for Brooklyn.
See Yegor Joman attacking the basket, pulling it a little, gets it to Day'Ron Sharp, who makes a nice spin move. And Day'Ron Sharp's done light on his feet. His footwork has looked nice. Where and how he's getting shots off.
Andy Wolf will check in as well, along with Traore. As Clowney checks out, as does Williams. See what Danny Wolf has done in Long Island thus far this season. 22 points, 10 boards. As Sharp misses the free throw. Queta hugs the rebound. Brown. Brown digs in and banks it home. Taking the rookie to school. 29 for Brown. Dialman can't hit. Sharp.
Ooh.
Big time putback.
Okay, Day. Seemed like he got up on that one. That's a strong putback.
Brown went up and down. 20th turnover for Boston.
And the Nets have been picking their moments through games, figuring out when they're going to blitz and be that. They've been very aggressive defensively, but even a situation like that, there's a nice job between Powell and Sharp.
1:20 to go. Celtics by 12. Yeoman bounces. Didn't have enough space for that pocket pass. Brown trapped. Pritchard cutting through, pulling up. Misses the floater. Gets it back. Boston can run a little more clock. They've been a little aggressive in these latter minutes instead of running clock.
Exactly.
Yeah. Pritchard pops it in. A little cherry on top for Boston.
Well, they're a team trying to get themselves back on track. We talked about they've been playing much better recently, but they're still trying to make sure that they're getting a lot of the kinks out. And, you know, Joe Mazzulla, this group, they use his game time is every second and every minute is valuable, and they're playing in that way. And he's been talking a lot about trying to get the offense moving quicker and getting quicker into it.
Jaylen Brown, huge second half, had just 6 points in the first half, 23 in the second. And the Celtics about to move over 500 for the first time this season. Started 0-3, will improve to 8-7. The Nets, meanwhile, will fall to 0-7 at home and 2-12 on the season. Pritchard gets fouled. Free throws here for Boston. Pritchard with 20 points, 10 rebounds tonight. Five Celtics in double figures. Michael Porter Jr. led the way for the Nets with 25. Day'Ron Sharp, 14 off the bench. Yegor Dialman with 12 and 4 assists. All 12 of his points in the first half.
Again, there's a lot of positives to pull from this one overall, and especially since the Nets will get to head to Boston and see this team in their next matchup.
Sharp dumps that one in. Pritchard will dribble it out. The Nets drop their 9th straight against the Celtics. 113-99, the final tonight at Barclays. Time for the dunks of the game presented by Bigelow Tea.
We had some good ones here tonight, bringing force and ferocity. Let's start with nice ball movement and passing off this possession. And Michael Porter Jr. is the one who makes Boston pay. Nice job on the cut. Beautiful movement. And then here, Tyrese Martin putting it right up for Day'Ron Sharpe, two-handed jam. And that will do it for your Bigelow Tea dunks of the game.
That's going to wrap things up from Barclays Center. Coming up on the Yes Network, stay tuned for the Honda postgame show. Chris Sheeran and Frank Isola. Special thanks to producer Josh Isaac, director John Purcell, Mike Webb, and our executive producers Jared Ames Boschnack. Join us again Friday as the Nets take on the Celtics again, this time at TD Garden, Boston for NBA Cup group play. Coverage begins at 7 o'clock on Yes, with tip-off coming shortly after 7:30. Once again, the final score, the Celtics 113 and the Nets 99 for Sarah Kustok, Megan Triplett, and our entire Nets on Yes crew. I'm Ryan Rucco saying so long from Brooklyn on a